Welcome back, you beautiful people, to episode 1 of the Hive Zombie Apocalypse. We are going with the lone scrapper start, but with a little twist. The difference is we're starting with 3 instead of 1, and we're also starting with the hives from Kenshi. So we have a queen, and the queen has a cool trait that she makes an egg, I think it's like every month. So we're going to be able to grow our numbers that way. We have a prince called Oya, who is going to be our crafter, medical and intellectual. Then we also have Beep, who can do some cooking and some plants, and he can also shoot. Now, it being the lone scrapper start, what we do have is we have a factory. A little bit edited on my part, just because we wanted to get it going nice and quick. So we have a automatic drill that's going to kick out granite chunks that are then going to go into the steel extractor, which will then go to the mechanized weaponsmith. The idea of the tech level on this is it's just going to get to about, I guess, industrial level. But then also you got the vanilla stuff in, so we'll be able to go a little bit past industrial. But most of the factions and other non-playable factions in the game are going to be that industrial. Now, where this gets interesting is if we look over here. 2 days and 19 hours until the zombies come. We are going to be playing against zombies. Lots and lots of zombies. Now, in standard Rimworld fashion, we will need to set up a little bedroom, so we're just going to go here. So 3 sleeping spots there. We've got a storeroom set over here. We do have 1 rifle, which we will give to Beep. And what's this over here? A chem fuel clarifier. Well, I might as well just deconstruct that. We don't need that one. Would be quite useful, actually. Do you know what? We are going to keep that. That's actually super useful. Now, the area that we're in the map is quite nice. So, we've got a little section here. We're surrounded by mountains, and then we have a little back section across here. Not that we're going to be able to do a massive amount because there is deep water in the back, so we're not going to be able to build onto that, but we should be able to reclaim a decent amount of this. We have a geothermal there, then a couple in here, which is, yet again, super nice. We do have a horsey running around. We'll probably let the horse go into the wild or maybe butcher it. Then as for what we started with 15 medicine. Looks like 20 components, 6 advanced components, 450 steel, 300 wood, I think 30 packaged survival meals, and the Landfield rifle. Now, this is combat extended as well, so it's going to be even more brutal, and Hives are weak than normal humans, so we are going to be super squishy. But I think that we start with 100 rounds of Full Metal Jacket. Stockpile room is set. We're going to run out of power super soon, and we also need to get a research lab on, because if we stay on the tech that we are on at the moment, so if we go into production, we're going to be in trouble very quickly. So let's bang in a research station. We can give that to the queen. That's what she can do. She can do medical and intellectual. Start smashing out some research there. And seeing as we do have the ideology set, we are going to make her queen, which makes her the leader. Cool. Which is going to be super useful for us. Then Beep. I don't think we're going to give Beep a role. Beep's useful, but then he's also a worker drone. And oh yeah, seeing as you are doing crafting and potentially intellectual, I think let's give you the crafter. Actually right now I think that might be a little bit too quick, because we do have a lot of things to move around and make. What we did find over here, which is quite nice though, is a bunch of research counters, which all add 1% to your research speed. So we get those 5 in, well then that's 5% extra. Alright, let's go on with the episode. And it turns out, like in Kenshi, worker hive drones are pretty beast at planting. Now don't get me wrong, he does start with a 10.62 in the old plants, which is going to make him super quick anyway. But yeah, that is not half bad. Not even mad about that. So food hopefully won't be an issue. We will need to very shortly start figuring out how to block this section off. And with the pathing and how the pathing works against the old zombies, not that I've played against zombies, but I've seen a couple of people do it, we are going to have to build a wall just to stop them wandering into our base. Now we start shooting them, they'll get attracted to the noise, and then when they get attracted to the noise, they'll smash through your doors and stuff. But if we can make this area a little bit weaker, that means when raiders come, they'll come through here instead of trying to mine through those bits. Unless we come up against sappers. And then this being combat extended, the sapping AI is a little bit different again. So yeah, I think that we are just going to have a whole bunch of fun with this. And what would seem like classic Rimworld style, because we're only starting with 3 colonists and we did not want them overpowered, we don't actually have a builder, which might be a little issue. It turns out that old Beep can kind of construct. He's got a construction of 5.37, but then we also need him doing the plants. Now he has put down a small harvest, so we should be alright. Food wise, we seem to be doing okay. We're not massively well, seeing as we will run out of food eventually. Hopefully Beep can get this walled in. Once this is walled in, these things aren't going to deteriorate. Then we can start getting some extra walls and stuff in. So obviously research table we want, so we can get some better tech. Then we're also putting wooden walls around the outside. We're going to turn this section into a kitchen / rec room, and then we can build it out. And then once we extend it a little bit further, what we'll do is we'll strip this section out, and then we'll turn this into a hard point. So we'll have a few layers of the fence, because I got a feeling that the zombies are going to be super, super annoying. But only one way to find out, right? So for research, we are planning a little bit further ahead. So we're going to go geothermal to start, because we just need the power. Then we'll go into bio-refueling, so we can break down corpses and turn them into chem fuel. Also, we're going to need the FSX, and lots of it, and we can make that out of chem fuel, which is going to be super good. We'll go into smithing, so we can actually start kicking out some ammo. Then in machining, because, well, that's the basis for pretty much every gun. And then we also have the mine mod put in. Because, well, any of you guys that play Kenshi know that you basically make your base and then make sure that it is where there is ore, well, iron ore, and then copper. So yeah, we're going to get that in as well. Then we're going to go into modular equipment manufacturing, so that we can make the weapons from the Rimworld mod as well. It's semi-high tech, but it's not crazy high tech, so I think that it should be fitting for the playthrough. The power armor is not amazing, and we will still be running up against things like mechanoids. And, well, on industrial tech, trying to take down a whole massive horde of mechanoids, we are going to need something to try and keep us alive. We did have some other hives come in. Not too interested in them at the moment, though. We have a whole bunch of things that we need to do, and not much that we'd actually be able to sell them. And it looks like the zombies are already making their presence known. Now, she did take those down fairly quickly, but she has been bitten. And, oh yeah, life-threatening extreme malnutrition. Who's got all the food then? We should have more than this. Okay, turns out, no, we don't have more food than that. Right, slight issue there. We're going to have to go out and go hunting then. Could kill a raccoon, I guess. What else is about on the map? We do have a horse. Yeah, I think that we're going to have to take out our horse and then butcher it down so that Oya can eat before he dies. We'll have to get Beep on that nice and quick, so because time is of the essence, bang down the butchering spot, and then butcher creature will do forever. Limit the area that it can be taken from, drop on floor, and then we'll just put down a old dumping stockpile zone here, and Beep. Okay, you're starving as well. Cool. Actually, let's just get you to go slaughter Mako. Bit of a shame, I like horses, but we've got to keep the old hives alive. And it looks like the Humi has a plan and is going after us. Bleed out in 8 hours, now free. Good man, Beep. Now, question. Can we chop up this body before it turns and then not have to worry about getting affected? So let's take Mako out, because that's guaranteed food. Then hopefully feed everyone up before they starve. Yeah, it's not looking good. Okay, fair enough, Beep. Yeah, you eat. Get a little bit of strength. Okay, reloading your rifle. And now I need you to haul this back. And then maybe... No, zombie infection. Cool. I'm not going to risk that. That would have been useful otherwise. That would have been extra meat. And hives don't mind about cannibalism. Well, that's how we got them set up, because, well, you play Kenshi, man. Hives just don't care. They will eat anything. Prioritize butchering this. We need this food nice and quick. And first thing we do is we give some to Oya. Beep down here. Not assigned to Doctrine. Okay, Doctor on 4. and prioritise feeding Oya. Nice thing about hives though is they don't eat as much, so we should be fine. I keep saying that, being the keyword. And then let's get the queen to go and eat as well. The queen has eaten, and that leaves us with 46 meat, which should do us for about 2 days. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, the queen thinks you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? My Hive. It's the queen. She's not really going to call it anything else. The queen also thinks you should give this settlement a name. What should this local settlement be called? And everyone knows that the hives are very shrewd businessmen, so it's best to steals around. Hopefully that gets us lots of traders. Someone turned into a zombie. Okay. Cool. Thankfully we didn't eat them. Now where did they go? A little bit worrying. But I think so far we aren't doing too bad. Ooh, this might actually be super good for us. So we've got one more person coming onto the map, but they have an FC Magnum. So it's a 357. And I take it that must be some sort of sub. So 3 shot or a 6 shot burst count. Range cooldown 0.36 seconds. Range 36. And what was the armor penetration on that? 6mm and then 12mm. Cool. That is not a bad bit of kit to have. And how many rounds of ammo you got on you? 100. Nice. That could be super useful for us. Oh yeah, what you doing, mate? Okay, let's remove this from the home zone so you don't come over here, because we don't want you going over there and getting accidentally wiped. Yeah, not too many so far. I'm not too mad about that. And we do have a bunch of donkeys over here. So, we'll send Beep over. Beep can go shoot these up. And that should give us meat for a couple more days. We did go back out hunting again. Got a turtle, a raccoon, and a squirrel. But they don't offer much meat. And then Beep's cooking. I don't know, it's 8, so it's not amazing, but it is decent enough. And I wouldn't recommend being out there at the moment, Oya. And the other humies are beginning their assault. Now, if they get in close, that is Beep just wiped. Beep is in a decent enough situation, well positioned, so he should be able to poke his head round and take him out. Ideally, if you can hit, come on Beep. Okay. He's out in 3 hours. So long as Beep doesn't get tagged, we should be fine. Or maybe just pull back now. But I don't really want to be out in the open. Cool. Right, they're down. So this is really good for 2 reasons. Firstly, we're going to be able to strip them down and take their gear. So what do they have? Muffler, wool duster, backpack, some mask thing. Not too interested. But what we do want is we want their magnum, and then we also want their rounds of ammunition. And yeah, we're going to turn cannibal, I think. We were after the donkeys, but that's not happening. So what we're going to do is we'll go over here and we will allow human corpses. So allow everything here. Beep, finish off. And now I want you to prioritise double tapping. Haul them. And Oya, you're up here and prioritise hauling all of this. And there is a reason you never trust a hive. Actually, no. Messed that one up. What we should have done is stripped his gear off before we killed him, thinking about it. Hindsight's 2020. So, more meat for us, which is fine. We are doing semi-okay. We've got some bison there and some donkey. So I think a stray bullet must have clocked one of them. And I know it's not really fitting, but we are going to give the queen a shotgun. Just because, well, if it all goes peak tong and the queen dies, that is the series over. So egg process is on 23%. So it's taken a little bit longer than I thought, but then I guess it makes sense. Actually, that being said, I just checked how long we've been in the game. We've only been in for just shy of 7 days. So yeah, that process is pretty much bang on. So 28 days for a new hive. This might actually be very, very good for us. So we've had an elephant come onto the map and has 18 medicine on it. And then a heavy Hatchigan helmet, which is what the Holy Nation use, but it's also got 17 wake up. So I think we get Oya and Beep over, and then we're just going to try and shoot down that elephant before it manhunts and kills us. I've also got a couple people going along, so we've got a couple Shek, who kind of just look like really discount wizards with all of their spikes. Okay, we are in position and reloaded, but now a bunch of zombies have come onto the map as well. Elephant is manhunting, but we managed to get it. Now we're going to need to be pretty careful, because getting back, we are going to be pushing through some zombies, even though they seem fairly slow at the moment. And with all of that, let's allow this. People, I'm going to need you to come over, finish off the elephant. Oh yeah, you're going on Overwatch. Cool, that is all done. So I think right now we want the elephant, and then just kind of hope oh yeah can get everything else. Okay, they're tunneling from the ground. That's not worrying at all. Is it dead? Yeah. Cool. Right. I think through all of our shooting we're just kicking the hornet's nest and we're just making more of them wake up. So I think, even though my micromanagement is terrible, it is time to haul everything and then try to get out of dodge. Because we've got ammo but we haven't got a massive amount. We definitely overextended here. Cool, you're off there. Let's pick everything up. And then we'll head back. Okay, yeah, maybe we're not doing so great. Move back this way. That one is in armor. Okay, it's down. Keep saying we gotta move, but every time we try to move, something else shows up. We're probably out of rounds on our old Lee Enfield rifle, so we're gonna have to try to micro beep the best that I can, so Oya can get through. But I think that's looking like we're going to be quicker than most of these zombies. Are we? Yeah, we're looking okay. Got a couple zombies following us, but nothing too much, and we managed to get the elephant with everything that it had on it. Now, I think as soon as we're through the store, we're going to forbid it, and then just hope none of us end up going back outside of the base, because we'd be pretty much done. Did get a couple simple meals, well, packaged meals from Matey Boy that we killed, and we've got a squirrel join us as well. So yeah, do you know what? I am kind of liking our situation at the moment. Zombie horde definitely is growing. We're now up to 63 zombies and 100% threat. Not quite sure what the 100% threat means, but I am taking that as that is not a good thing at all. We're going to need some more stuff. Beep is coming over here to repair the wall, and Beep is out of ammo. So I think that we're going to take the shotgun from the Queen and then give that to him. Are you guys going to achieve much? No. Okay, they're on the door. Okay, that is obviously less than ideal. You drop that. Beep, come over, equip the shotgun. You got 10 rounds of ammo. You best make them count. And then I think, from what we know now, we go through here. And then we're going to put a door into this section. Because what Beep was doing is he was, well, shooting at everything. Which isn't a good thing. That's a very good way to get the zombies to aggro onto us. But if they're not attacking there, then I guess we're okay. Good man, Beep. How many rounds we got? We got 5 plus whatever's in the gun. So 10 rounds left. And oh yeah, how are you looking on your ammo? 18. Yeah, this ain't gonna go wrong at all. So the zombie horde is growing outside of our base, and they smashed in these 2 walls here, which obviously isn't too great. Thankfully we did reinforce it, otherwise they would have been in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to build another line of defense right here. And then I think maybe the best way to do this is we go wooden embrasures, pull them out to here. As we put wooden embrasures in, pull them out to here, then we put another door there, and then come across like this. Yep, why not? That seems like it would work. This is quite a defensive play. Just having to build more and more layers of defense. It seems to be a running theme in my playthroughs at the moment. But I'm not even mad. I kind of like turtling in. Okay, not sure what this is, but all of the zombies have just disappeared again. Well, when I say again, I think that's like pretty much the first time it's happened. So I take it they come in waves. We did have a blight that wiped out most of our crops, but details. Right, so that means we can rebuild this. And then hopefully before that next big wave of zombies comes in again, the geothermal will be done. I don't think biorefueling is going to be crazy helpful in this, but it might be okay. And we got some sheep come in. Which means food, I guess. This looks like we're going to have some very, very dead raiders on our hands. Okay, or maybe not. Zombie's not doing anything there, and for some reason he's not shooting it. Okay, just a little bit out of range. If he shoots that, the rest of the zombies are going to start aggroing in. Which means that if we go out in the day, we should be able to get that gun from them. And oh yeah, not a thing, mate. And yeah, they decided to go and attack the zombies, so now the zombies are in close combat. So that's Loaf going to be down, and I don't think Bonnie's going to do too well with the knife. Even if they run around the corner, they will just be running onto, what's that, like the FC Magnum? Which is going to be more than enough to shred through anything that they've got. That being said, Loaf seems to be doing alright. Excellent cloth duster. Might be buying them a little bit of time. Actually, you got some really good kit. A good Magnum, excellent level cloth duster, good quality bison t-shirt, devil strand soft leather armor, and good light leather pants. Fair enough, yeah, I can kind of see why you were doing alright. But it looks like you've just about get overrun, so. But it looks like they didn't get too far. So Bonnie's there. And are we going to see Loaf running around as a zombie, or did she make it out? No, she's definitely dead. We can see the revolver there. And an excellent steel knife. Decent. We do have one check coming in, and they do have a composite vest. If we can get lucky and just knock them down instead of killing them, we should be able to take that. And that would give, ideally, Beep a little bit more survivability. Now, actually, what is your armor value on this? 14mm and then 21. That is actually really quite good. What's going to be the best gun to get through that? Because the shotgun's got sweet all armor penetration. Yeah, no, I think we're still better off just trying to shoot him with the shotgun than wasting some of those magnum rounds, because those magnum rounds actually have like decent range, whereas the shotgun doesn't. And his head's not covered, nor are his legs. So, if you don't know armor works in combat extended, basically if their armor resist is better than your armor penetration, you are not getting through their armor. And also guns are just so much more dangerous. I prefer if you didn't go through our walls. I kind of need them against the zombies. So, Beep, hurry up, get in position, shoot him in the back before he gets through. Yes, we took him down. No path, open the door, and strip him before he bleeds out. Oh, and we can also turn him into food. Yeah, that's not too bad. 3 HP left on that wall. We got pretty lucky there. Okay, well that is less than ideal. We got a zombie managed to spawn into the middle of the base. Oh yeah, you are going to have to go and shoot that thing up. And it looks like it's enraged as well. Cool, cool, cool. We are not too far away from getting machining. Did we get it? Cool. Can you go extract whatever that little zombie serum stuff is? Hopefully it does something useful later on. But yeah, so I was kind of panicking because I was going around trying to find a loading bench, couldn't find it. And I was like, oh no, we're going to run out of ammo. And then it turns out we're just one research too short. Once we get that, we can kick out all the ammos that we need. And well, with those ammos, we should be somewhat alright. I reckon if we just kick out 556 by 39, is it? 556 by 41 maybe? And then make those AP. And that is just going to shred any zombies that we come across. Then that will also mess up anything that we're going to be fighting for a decent while. Until, say, centipedes come along. And then we are going to be in a lot of trouble. And we got a yeet boy over here. So, hopefully that doesn't get to our walls. Otherwise he's going to go kapow. Okay. We might be in a little bit of danger. Got through that wall pretty quickly and then through this wall. I think if we can hold until it's daytime before we go out and fight them. So, Queen, if you come back in here. We'll close this door. And then maybe they despawn. Which, hopefully they do. Because we are still a little ways away on the research to actually be able to start kicking out enough ammo. So, Oya has 37 rounds, which obviously isn't amazing. Drop that for me if you would. And then Beep has 7 rounds on the old shotgun, which, yet again, not actually mental. And let's get everyone to carry 3 bits of medicine. That'll be super handy. Now let's keep an eye. If they respawn, that's good. If they don't, well, these things happen. Okay, they got him through the outer wall. Slight issue there. So we'll move Beep down. He's got 1 left in the. Well, he's got 4 in the shotgun. He just fired 1. Oh yeah, for some reason, no, he is good. Beep, run and gun, if you would kindly, mate. Come on. Oosh, got the parry off. Oh, he's there. We got 1 round on him. Oh yeah, move to the side here. Man, Beep, you're a beast. Shame you suck in Kenshi. Controversial, I know, but details. Oh yeah, there's a food poisoning, so he's moving super slow. And then, yeah, the zombies are done. Right. Cool. And we have our first hive egg come in. It seems to grow pretty quick. I wonder what we get out of it, because obviously there's princes, there's worker drones, and then there's also soldier drones as well. Solar flare. That normally would be an issue, but since we've got no power, it's kind of not. And having 1 extra drone is going to be super useful. But kind of depends on what it is. And it is a soldier drone. Cool. What can you do? You can do melee, you can do animals, you can do shooting. You can't do any of the stuff that we need you to do. And you're veterinarian, you're inquisitive, you're nimble, chemical interest, athletic, and asexual. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So you're going to be a fighter that can do some medical and some animals. Decent at melee, your shooting's going to be alright. Okay, well I've got a name lined up for you anyway. So you are going to be GNU. Cool. Hive Night Watch. I guess that's kind of fitting. Not that we're fighting White Walkers, but I guess they're semi-similar. But he's going to be useful as just a general labourer, moving things around, getting things done. I don't think they are going to scale very well into the late game, because they can't wear helmets. And obviously not having a helmet is kind of an issue. But this is going to help Beep make a lot more things, because, well, if they can lug the things around. So he's basically going to be someone that just moves stuff. That means Beep's going to be able to build things a lot quicker. And talking about building things quicker, I think what we do is we reinforce this wall and then reinforce across here. But we got quite lucky, so the machining is finished up. With the machining finished up, we can now start kicking out ammo. So we have given GNU the 303 Enfield. Oya still has his Magnum, and then Beep obviously still has a shotgun. Now, steel is not something that we have much of at all. We were mining down here, but Beep's got other things that's also going on. So what I think we do now, as soon as we got GNU free, we take Oya, we go into social, we sign a role, and we make him our production specialist, which means he can't do a bunch of jobs anymore, but not a massive issue because GNU's going to be able to do them. So the Quacky Hive has come in, and they are a war merchant, but it looks like they are picking a fight with the zombies. If a couple of them get knocked down, actually if they die they basically just turn into zombies anyway. I was going to say we'd be able to strip them of some of their gear because they have like the Hive extended apparel, which is pretty cool stuff. Not great against sharp 5mm, might stop you against a pistol or some buckshot, and then blunt 7.5. Yet again, not amazing. But since as we're basically running around in t-shirts, it's going to be a lot better than what we have. And is that an Architect Mass? That is Architect Mass. That is very nice. With Minecraft finished up, I think it is time to chuck down one of these and see what it's going to do for us. Now, we do have a Manhunter pack coming in. And a whole bunch of, what are you? Arctic Foxes. Alright, not an issue. I would imagine that that's probably a job for an SMG. Oh, okay. Not even mad about that. Someone must have got taken out outside of the base and just dropped a whole bunch of good stuff for us. So that's 3,239 silver, which is huge. A feral scattergun, so basically a shotgun. Jump pack. Hivers with jump packs. That sounds like a lot of fun. Actually, considering the range, maybe better off with a shotgun. Yeah, let's pull Beep across as well. Beep's going to be quite useful in this. So yeah, the zombies, turns out they can sense you behind embrasures, which is fine. And I think when they get shot down like this, they're meant to turn into what they call crawlers. So, similar to the zombies, but they can only bite you in the legs. Or something like that, which is fine. Beep, do you want to get your shotgun out at some point, mate? Cool. Easy does it. I imagine if we open this door, move Beep down, that means Oya is going to be able to shoot straight along here. So pretty much all of the foxes then will be running onto the gun. Anything that pokes its head around the corner, Beep is then going to be able to blast. Cool. Maybe get out of this now. More foxes. Actually, to be fair, now that we've got these, we can turn them into chem fuel, which means all we need is a couple components, which we do have, and then we can start making assault rifles at that mechanoid weapon assembler? Mechanized weapon assembler. Still going to need some power, which is a little bit of the ways off. Beep needs a bit more in his construction before we can do that, but in the meantime, things that we can do is take all of these. Happy days. Got a bulk's good trader coming in from Visus, and these guys are seriously well equipped. They got some very, very nice guns. So, there's barricaded. Okay, so we got a charge what? We got a burst charger, which is pretty good. Then we got some handguns and that, which obviously ain't too exciting. But they just came in and stripped all the zombies off this side of the map out super, super quickly. Unfortunately, none of them hit each other. Or that Muffalo got tagged, but that's about it. He is in some sort of power armor, which would be very handy for us. Some recon. I don't think we're going to get much out of them. But having them there was quite good because they did manage to just clear a bunch of the zombies. So, I think once we're in a stable situation, we can actually kick out our own guns. We can kick out ammo, but we can't kick out guns. We should we'll be able to start taking the map back bit by bit. But it looks like they're making a little bit too much noise. And the zombies are starting to move in around them. One of them is down over here. Did you have anything good? Not really. This muffalo bleeds out in 2 hours. Come on, gear-wise, what you got? Nothing exceptional. The 370 steel is nice, though. Light machine gun. Cool, 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 cool. This might actually be really profitable for us. Yeah, muffalo's down. Sweet. So there are a few supplies that are still out on the map, and I think that it is only right that we try to go and get them. So if you can go and beep haul some of this stuff if you can. We do have a bunch of other hives around, which obviously the other hives make this a little bit safer to do. Prioritize hauling that if you can. Okay, we didn't get quite as much as we thought, and then some humies died over here as well. The map isn't too bad. Now we've got some ammo that we can actually like risk getting into a fight and shooting some stuff up. It is going okay. Not exceptionally well, obviously, but decent. Okay, haul that as well, buddy. Let's get this in. And I'm just throwing it out there. It looks like haul whilst you're up doesn't work on this because we're only picking one item up at a time. Whereas normally we'd be able to go in and just get everything at once. Fire in the base is a slight issue, so let's go prioritize that. And that being said, let's firework on one. Well, firefight on one. Patient on one. Pretty much everyone can do doctor, other than we'll take beep off, and then bed rest on one as well. Cool, that should put us in a nicer situation to deal with things that are happening. And we got zombies into the base. Slight issue there. Beep wouldn't get a chance, mate. Just shoot it if you would kindly. You not going to shoot it? Cool, 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 cool. Did we take out... No, it looks like the big wrecker is still making their way in. Slowly. Okay. Well, soon as we got the channel, let's take this. Gnu, you can go there. Beep, you go on the inside. Because if anything comes this way, at least he's got a shotgun that they're running onto. The Queen, what are you doing? Consuming fine meal. Yeah, no, I prefer if you didn't. We've got plenty of food back at the base, so over here. And are you... Can you fight? No, you can't. Okay, that kind of makes sense. With the zombies having cleared out the map once more, we are just going to use this chance to get out and try to pick up everything that we can. So over here, we got some not amazing stuff, but some decent stuff. So we got a rifle. It's bio-coded, so we can still break that down. We got 2 free zombie extracts. We got some medicine. And then over here, we did have this, which is the automatic rifle. So that's a 30-06, which is a decent enough bit of kit. So, GNU, prioritize hauling that for me if you would, mate. That should give us a bit more firepower. How's the Queen looking? 67% on the next hive egg. But, once again, some more tribals showing up. So, we've got to take these guys out nice and quick. There isn't too many, but then that's kind of, we are super early on in the game. We're only of the 7th of September. Whichever one that is. So not too many, thankfully. All taken down nice and quick. Let's go strip all of them off as fast as we can. Because at least maybe we can get some more kit for our guys. Finally up to level 8. Which means Beep can try and make this geothermal power generator. If we can get that, all of this goes online. Then what we can also do is break these down into the chem fuel. With those broken down into the chem fuel, we will then be able to start kicking out some... reject that, we don't want that. Some assault rifles. And assault rifles would be super good. Shotguns are pretty awesome. And then the rest of our kit is decent enough. But assault rifles, they got the range of a rifle and then the firepower of a submachine gun. So they are going to be very, very nice indeed. We got one more zombie breach coming in. These guys are actually quite a lot of fun. So they basically just, all they seem to do is just come in and smash up your walls. And now we have got the heavy reinforced walls researched. And that seems to have brought us a little bit of time against this big matey here. But still able to get through it. I think 6 hits and they're through, which is actually fairly impressive Those walls are pretty darn tough. Now, on security wise, we are researching sentry turrets. So I think drop that wall back, put some embrasures in, and then have sentry turrets in there. Then if we want to get sneaky, we put some more embrasures in here, then just put flame turrets in. And that by itself should be enough. We'll take the queen off draft. And then I think the rest of our guys are just going to push through and then try to clear this section out so we can get back to work sooner than later. And how's the queen looking on our egg? 99%. So there's going to be one more hive joining us super soon. I really like this feature because you don't really have too much choice over what you're getting. I could really do with another worker drone. Another prince wouldn't be too bad. But a soldier drone on the other hand wouldn't be amazing. That is for sure. Okay, Gnu, you go behind B. And let's just clear the chamber. And then I think that's most of the stuff done. Okay, now we've got more zombies coming in the back. Let's bring Oya in as well. And then anything that comes along this chamber is just going to get blasted to pieces. That works for us pretty well. And one more big boy coming in. They're not actually crazy scary. I think in massive numbers they would be. And if we hadn't got to a point where we're producing our own ammo, they'd also be scary. But I'm going to be interested to see on how these zombies scale. Because right now we are holding pretty well. And this is just of stuff that we've looted. So it looks like the newest addition to our team is another soldier drone. So decent at shooting, decent at melee, can do medical and social. Not very good at artistic or animals. Yeah, not the best, but I guess our numbers are growing and we can always get rid of them later. They're going to make decent haulers for the moment, but out of everything that we could have got, not the best thing. But we'll give them a gun, and then they at least will be able to do something. You can have the shotgun, load up on ammo, and just blast apart zombies, I guess is going to be the best bet. And with that, I think that's a good place to wrap up the episode. So thank you very much for watching the Zombies vs Hives, or whatever we're going to call the series. I haven't decided yet. I've been Konzi. All your likes, comments, sub, support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.